probably going to talk about bike 95 a lot, because he's been it's Paul Bergman, who's been so kind as to paint his bike in fluorescent colours so that commentators can see it on a TV screen. That's very, very clever thinking there, Mr. Bergman. So we'll talk about you a lot. And then on pole, of course, it's Scott Finley on the Suzuki SV. He's painted a Suzuki that's painted Kawasaki colours. That's interesting. Okay, they're just about ready for the off. And they go, and I tell you what, Scott Finley got a blinder. Paul Bergman got bogged down quite badly as they head for the second group's just about to head away. So we'll commentate on this first lot and down into turn one. It is Scott Finley leads through with Nick Campenhout in second position, and Bergman's got back up to third in front of Carl Campenhout. Over the top of the hill they come and head down towards the Golden Homes hairpin, and then goes the second lot of the Ninjas. So they will no doubt catch up to this group as the race goes on. So watching Finley lead Campenhout down into the Porch Dipper. Bergman quite a way back, because he has actually recovered. He got a bad start, lost a couple of places, but has got himself back into position. And a nice easy bike to find too. If I lose them, I can pick him up in no time at all. So it really is quite difficult on these, especially in these wet conditions when the cameras are covered in water. And they're only CCTV cameras, so we can't zoom in or anything or follow the bikes. We have to scroll from screen to screen, and it makes it very difficult to follow the race all the way through. So there we go. Finley across the line to start. Campenhout follows through. There comes Bergman through in third position. Then it will be Blackwell and then Carl Campenhout next through, and then we're looking at, it'll be Sean Parker, I believe, next. Ryan Connor comes through, Trevor Taylor up a couple of positions, Scott Fenton a couple of positions, and then Ryan O'Connor. So we go back to the front of our race, and Paul Bergman now coming under a bit of pressure from Adrian Blackwell. Aslan Blackwell. So out of tell you what, Scott Finley's just making every post a winning post here. He's just he's got the bit between his teeth. He's gone, and Nick Campenhout's trying everything he possibly can to stay with him. But then there's a big gap back now to actually we'll now go back to Aslan Blackwell, because Paul Bergman has dropped a spot. Blackwell's got past him, and then back in fifth position now is Carl Campenhout. So that's how they're running up the front. Watching Scott Finley come out of that turn 10, and up the hill he comes. Rooster tails of water off the back of these bikes, so they're still very, very wet out there, although the sky is starting to clear a little bit. And as they head down towards turn one more time, down the straight they go. Where has he gone? I've lost him. There he is, picked him up again. So there is Scott Finley now, just sitting on the fastest lap of the race again with a 1:23.830. That is quick, especially in these conditions. It's quick anyway. So over the top of the hill he comes, the up and over, heading down towards Golden Homes. He's broken away a little bit from Nick Campenhout, and who in turn has pulled away from Aslan Blackwell, and then Paul Bergman still hanging there in fourth position, I believe. You can see the Dayglow bike. Yep, there he is, going through the daylight, the Golden Homes hairpin. Now our lead bikes now are going down into the Daylight EM sweeper. So looking a little bit further back, and in the battle for the classes, let's pick that up as it goes past. And it is going to be Scott Finley, it's going to be Tyler King leading Billy Fuller, Timothy Gray in that little scrap. but Scott Finley leads Nick Campenhout in the actual race outright at the moment. As Finley goes down under the bridge, Campenhout following. And unfortunately, when the track gets this wet, it's very, very hard to close that gap up. If somebody gets a bit of a gap, it's very hard to close it back down. And Scott Finley riding very well here, got out well out in front. Heads out of there, heading up the hill here towards the Porsche Dipper. And 3 laps down. Heading down into the Dale ITM sweeper now. Here's our lead bike. And second place not too far back now. They've just put a lap on a back marker as they come up the hill here. And Nick Campenhout right down over the bars, trying very hard to get reduce the wind resistance so he can get back in touch with Finley in front of him, but I think Finley's got an answer for that. Carrying a fair bit of speed in that on that 650. Down under the Dunlop Bridge, sorry, the Hampton Downs Bridge, through Giltrap Corner, through the up and over they go. And Finley's bike just seems to be able to lean into the corner a little bit more than Campenhout can. Campenhout leans in, and it gets a little bit of a wriggle on it. Okay, out of the Porsche Dipper now, heading down towards the Dale ITM sweeper as our lead bike. And he is absolutely just romping away with it now. Last time around it was 2.6 seconds gap back to Campenhout. It'll be even bigger this time around as he comes across the start-finish stripe one more time. Here we go. And clocks up another lap. It takes 5 of that lap, so Campenhout comes through next. 3.6 seconds, so Finley took a whole second out of, or opened up a second on Nick Campenhout in that last lap. So the white flag is out, and this is the last lap. So watching our lead bike go round turn 2, the Giltrap Corner, through the up and over. Nick Campenhout a little further back. All Taylor has to do is bring this home now, and he'll chalk up his first win of the day. Nick Campenhout in second, and Aslan Blackwell still tying down third position from Paul Bergman, who started third, is going to finish fourth. Then Tyler King and Billy Fuller are right up there now in the Ninjas, so they're not too far away from the pointy end either. So looking for our lead bike. Here he comes up the hill one more time, I think. Come into view anytime soon. And we're looking for him not too far away. Where is he? And here he comes now up the hill, going to be around the top of the corner, top of the track, first time coming into view anytime soon. Checkered flag comes out for him. There we go. Scott Finley takes out the race. Nick Campenhout will come home in second position. And then we're looking for Aslan Blackwell, who's a further, quite a way back actually. A long way back. Here he comes now. And Paul Bergman riding behind him. Paul Bergman, we're still waiting to see the day glow of Paul Bergman come into view. Well, Aslan and Tyler King and Billy Fuller both got past Paul Bergman on that last lap, and came home in fourth and fifth respectively. Bergman in sixth. Seventh was Michael Robinson, another one on the Ninja 400, and then Timothy Gray and Carl Kempenhout knocked back to 9th place. And rounding up top 10 was Megan Kemp. So that was our intermediates and Carl Cox Motorsport Ninja 400s. Next up will be the seniors, will be out next.